All right, welcome. We have made it. We've made it to the last practice of our clarity series. So I was preparing for practice today and really letting the totality of, when something begins and then you kind of get into it and you may get lost in the middle, or by the time, oftentimes we don't never finish what we start. So if you're in this practice, either right now as we're in real time or on your own, you made it. And to look back at the last few weeks and think about, there are things that you have really taken on that have lifted you to a deeper place of understanding who you are. And it's going to ebb and flow. And that's part of what Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge and wisdom, instinctual rhythm, and intuitive insight, that's where she blends, what are we dealing with in the day-to-day flux and flow of our life, and how do we learn to take what is moving through us and let it become more of our authentic natural pulsation, and then blend it with this powerful ability to listen to the truth of who we are, which I think is one of the most beautiful invitations that we get as a human. Downward dog, standing forward fold. One thing I learned a long time ago as a brand new yogi, when I would go into big workshops with amazing yogis, and I was not the amazing yogi, was that there's always room to grow. Inhale, reach up, touch the sky, and let yourself grow. Always room to grow. And if you stop growing, we stagnate. And it's in the stagnation where we feel our confusion. So weight down into your left leg. And so Saraswati, the flow of life, is like sap to a tree. So as you pull that right leg in, and it might be that the foot is down near the inner ankle or the knee or the upper thigh. And then you can either keep your hands on your hips, you can keep a hand to a wall, a chair, and I'm gonna hold that right wrist, create Yana Mudra. If that's where you're going with this. If you need to make it easier, we'll make it easier, because we're going back to that form and shape that moves while one part stays steady. And so you'll flow in your tree. Or not. Don't look at me. Look at your floor or a spot on your wall. And as a brand new yogi, this tree pose eluded me. It just was not my thing. It was not my pose. It was my nemesis pose. And what do those harder poses have to teach us? They have a lot. Like, they are the Saraswati in the room. They're the one you lean into, switching sides. So finding your balance is your challenge. Don't let go of foot and ankle until you're pretty sure that your right inner thigh is pushing to your sole of your left foot. And if that happens, then you can hold your midline, and in the rhythm of you, knowing where your midline is, your power, your inner resource, your wisdom, Give it sounds if you need. Set that free. Oh, shake it off. And then reach up and celebrate whatever happened, whatever poured through you, the creation you made. Bow to it with humility. Open to it with all your love. Side body's long. Step back and hold it in dog. Inhale, right leg up. Pigeon. In the pigeon, stepping right foot forward. And just let the pigeon become like water against the steady banks of the legs. My kitty. Down to your arms. Lifting your thumb tips to your third eye. Find your still point. Reach your back toes, but make that inner ankle hug to the midline. Like if your tailbone went all the way down to your inner ankle and the back leg, squeeze it. Push down through the front shin, down through your elbows a little bit so you're not collapsing into your front hip. Come up to one handprint at a time. Lower down to that right hip and sweep the left leg all the way around. Sitting up in Ardha Matsyendrasana. Hug that shin to the midline. Find curve in your lower back. And take the left hand behind and inhale, right arm up. Arc it over to the left and breathe. Now bow the heart forward so you can press elbow to outer knee. Push the elbow wide and lift up into your upper back, your chest, your breath. Rooting left hip forward and down. Make room for your left hip, so you might have to move your bottom foot a little bit. Twist. And just let the wisdom of all that you are unwind from your tailbone all the way up to your heart, to your throat, to where your neck is. And then allow your eyes to soften like moonlight. Inhale, center. The left eye come around. Bow forward. Inhale, rise up. Catch that top leg and open it. And you may need to sit up on a blanket here as you pull the shoelace side of the left foot down and the heel towards your groin. You might need to elevate your hips on the blanket. Hands to fingertips. Push through your left heel and let it rock and sway. Take the twist towards your bent right leg. And then stay low, hand over hand to the straight left leg, framing it with both hands on each side. Take that right hand to the outer shin and give it a pull. Pull on the shin with your hand so you can broaden the elbow to the right. Using the left hand that's on the floor, push down on the left fingertips so you can pull the left belly back and the right ribs around towards your your femur. Nice. Inhale, stay low. Come around towards your right leg. Place that right hand wide. Squeeze the shoulder blade onto your back, and we'll sweep it down and up. Looking to the sticky mat. I don't know where you are on your mat. You could be completely like cattywampus, but find the front of your mat so you can take a downward dog. Oh yeah, dog pose feels delicious right now. Love it up. Inhale, left leg up. Left leg pigeon. Create a pigeon. Your creative energy coming from the flow of life that moves through you. So your pose to create, make it feel as supported as you possibly can. And then hug it in even more. So make a big squeeze again, like we want to be able to not use our hands, and then hold that strength in the legs even as you bow forward. So Saraswati is going to teach us to toe our own line and never collapse into who we are. Don't give up. Tips to third eye. Soften to your breath. That's key. That's really cool. So I set a personal intention for my practice today. I never have knee trouble, but I've been having knee trouble. And I just asked for some guidance and some insight. So in this pose right here, I was given some guidance and insight. So you set things like that, intentions for yourself like that at the beginning of a practice. It might not come until almost all the way through. Inhale, rise up. Sweep the right leg around and over. Sit up tall. Use that right arm behind. Lift her out. Arc it over. Bow the heart forward, placing elbow to outer knee. And push, find the midline, elbow to knee to elbow. Lift that up into the heart. And as you anchor the right hip forward, you can open from left to right. Now give it breath. Expand the breath wide through the ribs. Exhaling into your back body. Wide through the ribs. Soften into your back body with exhale. One more time. Inhale, come around. Fold in. Inhale, rise up. Take that top leg. Unwind it. Guide yourself in. Sit up on your blankets. Inner spiral, straight leg. Bent leg. Tick tock. Who you want to be today? Towards the bent leg side. Go into your core with your breath and pull that left navel back so the right ribs can come around. Stay low, hand over hand. Walk it right. Framing the front right leg. Pull in from foot to hip. Expand more from hip to bent knee to foot. So there's a cycle of energy coming in. Left hand, right shin. Give it a pull, give it a widen through the upper back, pressing through right fingertips. Lift the lower navel and let the left ribs come around. Full body breath. Nice. How much have you grown in just a short little while as a yogi, as a lover of life? I know, never feels like enough, huh? Inhale back to center, but if we pause and take stock and open to the gain instead of the gap, open that left shoulder blade on your back and find your pulsation here. And instinctual rhythm is going to guide you to the earth, while intuitive insight opens you up to the magic of accepting you are you, the rhythm of you. And how melt it to the earth. Thank you. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day.